Alright, so good to go. I'm gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody. This is Mario Brothers 3. And I died already. That jump is really tight, and for whatever reason I went for the super fast strat that saves frames. So yeah, this is Mario 3. Any percent worthless. So basically what that means is we're just going to be going through every world and beating the game without using whistles or any wrong works or anything like that. So on to 1, 2, I think I got early speed. Yep. Basically, the goal in every stage here is going to be to get P-Speed as fast as I can and maintain it for as long as I can through the stage. And there was a lot of new mechanics kind of added in this game, so a lot of the levels here in World 1 are actually some of the hardest ones. Because they really tried to teach you all these new mechanics. They tried to teach you all these new mechanics very quickly. So there's a lot to do in each of these levels. You'll notice I did pick up the whistle there. As I said, this is warpless. We won't be using it. But it is much faster to actually grab that whistle than it is to go through the rest of the stage and fight them. You'll notice at the beginning of this stage, I took a hit, and that's completely intentional. While you have the tail, Mario is just slower in general. If you get P-Speed with the tail, the game starts an eternal timer of 255 frames, and after that timer runs out, you lose P-Speed no matter what you're doing, like where you're at after you jump, basically. And anytime you jump as Mario with a tail, you lose horizontal momentum. So unless we have something specific we need the tail for, like we need to fly somewhere or something like that, we normally just lose it as soon as we can. So I was a little lucky where that Hammer Bro landed. There's 2 spots on the map where there'll be a fire flower in one of those bricks. And it saves about a half second if he lands there. Because basically once you pick up the box, like the power-up that you get from winning that fight, the game starts a timer, and then no matter what you're doing, the game ends. So even picking up that the power-up, the game doesn't like freeze like it would normally do when you pick a power-up up. So you save about a half a second or so. So now on to the first auto-scroller. At the end of every world, there's going to be an auto-scroller followed by a Koopa Kid fight. So each Koopa Kid takes 10 fireballs or 3 jumps on the head to kill. And as you can see, I hit 8 fireballs, and then I lost fire. Still had to jump on him 3 times because this game is pleasant. There's no like HP system, like kind of the way SMW works, where you can throw 2 fireballs and then jump on a couple of the Koopa Kids and they just die immediately. It's unfortunately all or nothing. You have to do one or the other. So losing fire there is a little annoying, but it's not too bad. Okay. Oh, come on. So these 1, 2 pretty bad. Getting hit there isn't the worst thing as long as we don't get hit there. turn that down, let me know if that helps. Because I can get a backup get a backup mushroom here. There are no fire flowers in World 2 until you get to the airship. But fortunately, there's really not a whole lot of time save that you get from having a fire flower. It's really only the boom boom kill, which is about 6 seconds or so, I believe. Alright, cool. Audio sounds better. So there's two Hammer Bros here in World 2, and we want to skip one of them and fight the other one. Right now, wow, dude, I cannot do this fort. Right now we're getting pretty good luck. It looks like we'll be able to skip the music box. The music box is always the one that starts on the screen here. And the hammer starts over by the castle. If you get really lucky, the hammer can come all the way across and past 2-3. And you'll get what we call early hammer. And it allows you to skip 2-3, the sand level. It's 2-3, the sand level, 2-4, and 2-5. Alright, cool. Shoutouts to Frog Percent. That's a strat designed by Oglib for Frog Percent. We call it Red Rocket. The turtle shell maintains and inherits the speed that Mario has. So by carrying that turtle shell through with P-Speed, you can actually break those blocks a little bit faster. Unfortunately, it only saves frames because, as you saw, just how laggy the that stage can be while you're running through it with the turtle shell. Like, you have to do it pretty cleanly even to save time, so I probably lost time, but it looks cool, so frankly, that's what really matters, right? Alright, so we got the hammer. I have the option of going to 2-4 or 2-5. I haven't practiced 2-4 in a little bit, so we're gonna go to 2-5 instead. It's only a little bit slower. They're roughly about the same. 2-4 is just slightly faster. As you can see, 2-5 is pretty easy. Nice bonk. And so now we go on to probably the most technical stage, at least in Warpless, in my opinion, the pyramid. There's a lot of really tight... okay. That wasn't bad. But yeah, there's a lot of really tight movement in that stage to do quickly. It's probably one of the hardest stages to do super optimally. Alright, on to the next airship. If we do have any donations, these would be great time for them. Yeah, I will be picking up a fire flower here, provided I'm not an idiot and get hit before I get to it. So a couple things I guess I haven't talked about yet. There are no random elements on these airships and auto strollers in general. The bullet bills fire depending on how close you are. Like once you hit a certain distance away from them, they'll fire. And the cannons and flamethrowers all fire on timed intervals. So if you do the same thing every single time in an auto stroller, like the exact same thing will happen. This is World 1 and 3 are the only fire kills I currently go for. I know a lot of people, higher tier runners, will go for all of them. They do save a decent amount of time over the course of the run, but yeah, a lot of them are really tricky, and so there is a little bit of randomness in the airships, but it's not truly random. Each Koopa Kid pattern is set depending on how long it takes you from the last stage you completed until you enter the pipe. So Hammer Bro movements and things like that, and how clean your overworld movement will all affect the pattern. But like in 100% where you know there's no Hammer Bros left, you'll always get the same pattern from the Koopa Kids every single time. Alright, moving into 3-1. Everyone loves swimming. Up pipes are impossible. So now the next stage is one of my least favorite in the game. These Cheep Cheeps really have hitboxes. They're there somewhere, I promise you. But if you get unlucky, they can just kind of clip through you, and you'll take a hit for no reason. Alright, okay, my score and coins are fine. My coins are fine, actually. So, in this world, as well as worlds, so 1, 3, 5, and 6, I need to, keep an eye on my coin count, because I can get a coin ship. And what a coin ship is, or at least how you get them, is if you have... Okay. If you have a multiple of 11 in your coins, so, like, right now with my score at 9, it would be, like, 99. Or it's about to get 4. So if I had, like, 44 coins right now, and then the tens digit of my score is that same digit, then I would get a coin ship. Alright, we're gonna go for... Ah, we missed it. Alright. So, what I was trying to do there is a one-frame trick called Third Door. It's actually possible to go back through that door that I entered there on the other side, and it'll take me right to the Boom Boom stage, or the Boom Boom fight. And yeah, as I said, you have one frame on the other side before you fall in the water there to hit up and go back in the door. It saves like 5 seconds and you lose like 12. So like no one really goes for it unless you really unless you've got like a really bad run and you're trying to save it or most of the time kill it. The 100% world record actually had it in it for a while. Okay, that's awkward. So I'm gonna have to do the fort in World 4. I should have... Okay, whatever, that's fine. Yeah, I didn't think about it. I should have clouded past, fought the bro, and then... Yeah, whatever. Because it's funny, because Karua and Glib actually, did some testing at SGDQ. It was incredibly entertaining to watch. H-jump literally free. Yeah, that actually would have been slightly faster. So yeah, that's kind of awkward. I needed that hammer that ran away. So I'll have to do an extra stage in World 4. Although that was really close to being TAS World 3. If he would have went down instead of right, then I actually would have skipped the star that I don't need to fight Yeah, I would have skipped the star that I don't need to fight and saved, like, what, 15 seconds, I think? But yeah, unfortunately, he ran away, so we'll lose a little bit of time back in World 4. If I had my splits up, but I don't because I forgot to start my timer this morning. Yeah, I would probably be like 30 seconds ahead here, or at least I would save like 30 seconds on my splits, but then I would lose it all back in World 4. And so yeah, now that I don't have an extra hammer, I actually have to play what is probably the most technical stage in the game that we don't normally play in this, which is the first fort in World 4. And you'll kind of see when I get there why it's such an obnoxious level. Alright, this is one of the scariest fire kills in the game. Alright. Not a super difficult fire kill. But if something goes wrong in that fight, like, it normally goes really wrong. Yeah, because those rings that she throws, they never disappear. And every time you jump on her head, she throws another one. So like it can get really obnoxious really quickly. And jump killing her is probably the scariest thing to do in this game. So yep, on to everyone's favorite world, Giant Land. I'm gonna go for a strat here in 4-1, and hopefully I can get early P-speed here. Cool. We finally did that strat. There's another way to get P-speed that's a little bit faster, but yeah, it's way tighter. That setup is super free. So we're gonna do a little despawn here, hopefully. Oops. So yeah, we were able to, by killing one of those Koopas, the way we did, we were able to despawn one of the piranha plants, and actually not have to slow down at all. So, alright. Nice little marathon. So, bros on the other, off the screen are wanting to run around a little bit. If they move onto the same square, like, they can never end on the same square. So, if they ever move onto the same spot, they'll have to keep moving until one of them doesn't move. And if they keep picking the same direction, they can go indefinitely. There's actually a setup to basically soft lock the game. In World 5 by Hammer Bros. Also, I should have gotten hit there. I don't know. That's happened a couple times to me before. I don't know how that works. I'm just as confused as you are. Alright, do the fort. Do the fort. I don't have a star for this either. That sucks. Ah ha 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 ha! That sucks. That was a really good fort otherwise. I jumped a little bit early and I wasn't able to clear that hot foot. Otherwise, that was a really clean fort, especially for a stage that I honestly don't practice nearly as much as I should. Alright. Nice little Lakitu bounce to skip having to go under that area. There's another Lakitu bounce here, but I'm not going to do it because I don't want to die in this stage. So we're going to take it easy going down below and ask for no sniperinos. I said no sniperino. You tried. This guy. So, Let's see where these bros are. Alright, that's a good place to music box. So basically there is a... I didn't wait. We're not gonna get speed here. Alright, welcome to, I'm Lasso42. Welcome to my Let's Play of Mario 3. Grab the star for safety. There's a non-fire flower route through this stage, but it's really obnoxious, and I'd rather just grab a star. Yeah, so in World 4 and 5, you want to fight one of the P-Wing bros, and you want to skip the stars, obviously, because we don't really need the stars that much. They're helpful in a couple places, but they're not really needed. Dude, I cannot. So in World 4, if I get a pattern that I can, guarantee that I'll skip a bro, or I'll skip the bros, I'll box, and hope to get lucky in World 5. So yeah, now basically I'm gonna hope that I can only fight I'll need to fight the Sky Bro, which has a music box, which I will need in World 7, and then the P-Wing Bro on the ground. So, alright. Welcome to the World 4 airship, the slowest auto-stroller in the game. It's a good time, I don't know, in the middle of the run, check Twitter, make a sandwich, whatever you need to do. You got plenty of time. Maybe upload that selfie to Instagram. So yeah, this moves at half the speed of regular auto scrollers. Ooh, that's awkward. And yeah, there's really not a whole lot to do. Just throw fireballs, practice your mashing, I guess. It is actually pretty important that I keep this fire flower, as it is the last one until quite a ways through World 5. That's not incredibly out of the way. And it does save a fair amount of time in the early stages in World 5. And Iggy coming up, the Koopa Kid fight coming up, is also one of the more trolly fights, because he's kind of like Cheep Cheeps in that he jumps really fast, and this is what happens with Cheep Cheeps. They move vertically so fast, that sometimes Mario just basically misses their hitbox, and they kind of, they're inside of Mario's inside of them, even though, you landed on top of them, you should get the hit. The game doesn't realize that, and it just realizes, hey, Mario's standing inside an enemy, he should take damage. I got lucky there, he didn't really give me a bad pattern.
Alright, didn't want to interrupt you during the most important part of the but we got a $10 donation from NPH Teacup saying, I'm just here to harass Lasso, don't screw up this up, too bad, go fast.
Yo, thanks Teacup.
Yep, thank you.
Alright, again, I want to keep an eye on my coins here. I wasn't paying attention on the airship, and I didn't set them up the way I normally do. Alright, now I'm gonna hope they switch here. Alright, so we didn't fall into the pit of shame. If you ever, it's very easy to not fall down there, but if you ever do fall down into that pit, you lose, basically a year and a half. because for one, you fall forever. It takes you forever to get to the bottom of that pit, and then you have to go through one of the hardest sections in the game. Like, that bottom route is ridiculous. There's so many spikes, and whoops, okay, that was awkward. There's so many like spikes and piranha plants and fireballs that are just going everywhere in that stage. It's awful. So that is my personal favorite stage in the game. Just the way everything lines up with the waffles and everything looks really cool. Okay. If I'm right, this is the star, which is unfortunate. It's going to be... Oh, no. Did they swap? Did I miss a swap, or am I just an idiot? It didn't matter, because I'm going to have to fight the star anyway. So yeah, this is, like I said, I don't need this star, so it is a little bit of a time loss, but it's not a big deal. That's a really bad movement from this guy, bro. Alright, so this is probably the hardest stage to keep P-Speed in all the way through. Ah, I didn't get it. Go up the pipe. Up pipes are actually the final boss in this game. Like, they're literally impossible unless you're a cheater. So you saw me jumping into the side of that pipe, like an idiot. I was actually going for something called the Sunday Sequence Break. Shoutouts to that amazing podcast. You can actually do a pipe glitch into the side of that pipe. And it saves it saves frames, probably. I don't even know if it does. It might even just break even. But it's a nice, cool-looking little trick, so I go for it. Alright, so now into the sky section of World 5. Nothing in this world is terribly difficult. Nothing in this world is terribly difficult, but this section is very punishing. Because as you'll see, a lot of the stages, most all of the stages really, are over open pits. So one missed jump, or you know, just one wrong move, and you're basically just okay. That's cool. I didn't want to get P-Speed here. It's fine. But yeah, any wrong move, and it's basically you're just instantly dead. So I finally have fire going into 5-7, which means I can try this P-Speed strat. That sucks. Ugh. That's fine. I can get that back on the airship. Alright, cool. I need to fight this bro. The only time I don't have fire, he gives me the down pattern. I swear, dude. Hammer bros are the worst. Alright, so there is a clip that you can do in this first stage, or that first part of the stage. But if you fail it, you instantly die, and there's no chance at saving it. So obviously no one ever goes for it. It saves like 6 seconds, and you skip that second room over the lava. So yeah, you have one try at a pixel perfect trick to save 6 seconds. Otherwise, you lose a million. Shoutouts to Nintendo Power. Reminder that you can't make it through this stage unless you stop and get that power-up. Nintendo Power said so it must be true. Yo, nice pipe jump. Oh, okay, my score is fine. And I wouldn't coin ship anyway. Ooh, yeah, no, my score's fine. Oh. So yeah, one of the spinies there he threw was off screen, so I didn't actually get a coin like I wanted to. And yeah, I ended up with 99 coins. Luckily, my score is fine, so I won't coin ship in World 6. But yeah, that was a little spoopy for me. I guess another thing I can talk about is you'll notice I'm really bad at getting 3 of a kind on the card panels, and it's not just because I'm terrible at the game. I am trying my best not to get them, because they do waste time. Like if you get 3 of a kind, you get fireworks, and the game gives you some extra lives, and it's really cool as playing the game casually. But yeah, as a speedrun, obviously it takes a fair amount of time. I think triple star, which is a 5-up, is like 2.5 or 3 seconds, something like that. The triple mushroom is almost no time at all, which is kind of funny. So by doing a little turn back, I can kind of almost ensure that I avoid a star. So I just do that on one of the panels. So that was World 5. Roy is kind of a scary fight. He definitely can be. As you notice, like he kind of like slams the ground when he jumps. And if Mario's on the ground when he lands, Mario will get stunned. And World 5 can definitely turn into 1 hit, turns into 2 hits, turns into a death. Just because, you know, he'll keep jumping and he'll just stand right on top of you and stun lock you forever. And it feels really bad. Alright. So we use the hammer there. We have fire again, so of course they go top. Alright. And the game is so kind that, we use a hammer, and immediately it gives us another one. It's pretty considered, if you ask me. Alright. So, unfortunately, Magic Carpet rides are way too slow for us, so we're gonna take some deboosts there to skip that section. And now I'm gonna want to take this star all the way to Boom Boom. And everybody say hi, Boom Boom. Bye, Boom Boom. It's the only stage in the game where you can actually star kill Boom Boom. Okay, so the cloud is the one on top. Movement of 1. Yeah, he would have to be there. Ah. I didn't trust that jump. Okay. Hitting that last spinner is awful. That last spinner can just basically throw you right into the pit. There's not a whole lot you can do about it. Alright, so I'm gonna try a despawn setup here. Hopefully it works. I've been failing it a lot in practice lately. Maybe? It's really laggy. Why is that not working? So it's possible to despawn one or both of these little nippers. Unfortunately, like I said, I guess I need to just spend more time on that, because so this should be the cloud because they just switched. Yes, cool. I tracked them correctly. And I don't need to fight that star, so we're gonna peace on out of here. Okay, I've gotta bail on the second flight. If you mess up at all during that first flight, you will not have enough P speed left to make the second flight. Because as I said before, whenever you jump with the tail and you have P speed, the game sets a timer. And after that timer runs out, you lose P speed no matter where you're at. So yeah, as soon as I messed up that movement, and it's pretty tight. You just barely have enough P speed to make it over that gap. That's fine. I was gonna come in small anyway. I was gonna take a hit later because there's another stupid trick that I'm gonna go for here. You guys like wall jumps? I don't know. I like pixel perfect, frame perfect tricks. So let's try this. Normally I would use the extra P-wing I have here, or I can just do that. I will be available signing mouse pads in the lobby after the run. So that is a frame perfect, pixel perfect trick. I have to hit a specific pixel on the wall, and I have 1 frame after I hit it to jump. Basically free. Like, no one's ever messed it up. So yeah, and there's a little clip I missed here. I didn't really try super hard for it because I am small, and if I fail it, if I go short, I die. But it's possible to actually clip straight into the boom boom room here at the very end of that that first room. And you basically skip that little auto scroller section. I think it saves like 5 or 6 seconds. I think I've done it twice in my life. Once in a run and just once messing around in practice after like 40 attempts. So if you like that wall jump, you guys should check out speedruns of the fresh new category, any percent all forts, where that wall jump is basically mandatory, because we don't have enough P-wings. So yeah, onto another airship. There's a pretty tight jump right here that I'm gonna try to go for. Oh no! Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't actually done too many all forts runs. I know a few people submitted it to GDQ, and before like SGDQ submissions were going, we were racing it pretty much every week. It was a lot of fun. It's actually a pretty cool category because you actually get and use all 3 whistles in the category. It's pretty interesting, the routing. All right, so another jump kill. One of the more entertaining ones because you can bounce off of his balls like that. I have no idea what my pace is. It's probably terrible. So moving into World 7, for one, I don't have to worry about coin ships anymore, so that's always nice to make it through World 6. So these first 2 stages are actually really hard, like, can be pretty difficult. This one is kind of luck. I want to get Mario's head stuck in this wall like that. Frickin' subpixels. And the game will force him through the wall the rest of the way. Come on. There we go. If you notice, Mario's head like went into the wall on like the third attempt. So I'm gonna blame subpixels for the reason I didn't get that. And now for one of my least favorite stages. No! I hate this stage so much. I'm gonna grab this back up. Okay. We're gonna go back in the pipe, because I don't want to get hit. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody's Saturday morning going? If you're not playing Mario 3, your morning's going better than mine. So yeah, that just lost a billion because I had to go down there. And pipe transitions are the worst in this game. And now I have to, like, go through here. We still despawn Cheeky Plant, though. Alright, Lori, that's worse. I'm sorry for you, then. So yeah, that is why I hate that stage so much. The P-Speed, the setup to get P-Speed at the very beginning is not trivial, and then, like, if you mistime a jump, you just, it's all for nothing. I'm kidding. I do love this game. It gets a little frustrating at times. Cool. I'm not gonna be able to get speed. It gets frustrating at times, but what doesn't? What speed game doesn't, you know? So we didn't pull a glib. We didn't die in 7-3. So now we get to skip. We're gonna cloud to skip 7-4, which, contrary to popular belief, is not the worst stage in the game. That would be 5-9. Don't listen to Cab. Doesn't matter what he says. He's wrong. And then these next two levels are kind of puzzle levels. Well, I mean, this level's more of a puzzle level. The next one, we're just gonna fly over it. So basically, there's a hidden Tanuki suit in this stage, and you're supposed to go and find it casually, and then find this pipe. And, like, you only have 200 in-game seconds to go through this stage. So, like, you're kind of on a time clock, or you're kind of on a crunch there to find that pipe and get to Boom Boom Fast if you don't know exactly what you're doing. In this stage, sorry Karua, my movement was bad, I bonked. Don't judge me, please. I'll be better. Again, it's pretty long stage if you go through it. You can also clip it, but I believe clipping is actually slower. I don't have an extra star. I believe clipping is slower than just using a P-Wing. Alright, we're gonna grab this star. And then after this stage, you basically have a choice in what stages to do. I'm going to do 7-9 because marathon, and I'm bad at 7-4-2. 7-4-2 is much faster. The fastest route actually is to do both of these stages and then cloud the fort in World 8. But if you do that, you basically have no room for error in World 8, because the fort in World 8 is one of the only places and the last place in the run to get a Fire Flower. Oh, come on, Mario, clip. There we go. Blech. Alright. Whatever. Ah! Go up the... So yeah, this is the pipe maze stage. Basically you're supposed to go up over the top and everything, and just, you know, try to navigate it. But I can cheat and I can clip underneath the stage. There's 2 more clips that I didn't go for, but they don't save nearly as much time as the other ones. Wow, only 1 throne room jump today. Just not a good run. So, onto the last of the airships. well, second to last, I suppose. There is Air Force in World 8. But the last of the Koopa Kids, for sure. And even though this auto-scroller moves, you know, at twice the speed of the World 4 airship, it's still actually longer than the World 4 airship. I believe this is the longest stage in the game. There might be something I'm forgetting, but I believe this is the longest stage in the game, just due to how long it actually is. And I almost did a dumb there and walked right into a wrench. And unfortunately, I didn't get any of the swag I was going for in this stage. It's possible to, it's actually possible to, like, change the color of, like, power-up blocks, or, like, basically any coin block or power-up block. I'm not sure exactly how it works. I think it has something to do with the overscanning. Like the way the game loads, like the next part of the stage. Yes, Karua. I'm aware of how redundant that was. I'm trying to think of things to talk about on an auto-scroller. Cut me some slack. Alright, so, and Ludwig, much like Roy, also slams the ground when he lands. So, and I've definitely had plenty of runs, especially in my earlier days, die to, you know, getting stun-locked by Ludwig and his fabulous hair. Yeah, Karua can definitely live that Stream Monster life. He's done all there is to do in Mario 3. Alright, so if you thought that auto-scroller was pretty fresh, if that was your thing, you're gonna love these next few stages. Going into World 8, the assault on Bowser's Castle will be very soon. Unfortunately, first we have to go through a few auto-scrollers and RNG that will lose you anywhere from 20 to 60 seconds. All, you know, what, 50 minutes into the run? It's pretty good. I like it. So coming up here after these two stages, these two auto-scrollers, there are 3 optional levels. They're called the hands because as you go over them, a hand will come up and grab you if the game wants you to play them. So while they are optional, it's unfortunately not our option to play them. Although that's not totally true. You can enter them. So like in 100% where you have to play them, you can still enter them manually. I mean, it is faster still even in Hundo to get no hands. Just because of the animation it plays. But yeah, each stage is roughly 20 seconds. I think the fastest one is like 18, and then the slowest one is like 21 or 22. So no Rangless. Unlucky. If he moves forward there, and throws the boomerang immediately, then you can get Boomerangless, and it saves about 2 seconds, because you have to wait for the boomerang to, like, you have to wait for, like, every, all the enemies and all of their weapons, or, like, their projectiles to be off the screen before you can get your prize for killing the Hammer Bro. So yeah, again, Streamer, did you know that you can swim under the boat? Yep. It's a pretty good question that we get. I don't think I've ever gotten that question, but I've seen it in bigger streams a lot. It is possible to swim in the Kool-Aid. It's fine. It's not like it's don't listen to the manual. It's not Koopa blood. It's actually chocolate milk. That's pretty shallow boat swag. That's probably going to be 3 hands. Alright, so... Don't worry about it, Chalny. So yeah, these are the hands. Hopefully we get none. We got none. So each one of those is an independent 50-50 chance of me getting grabbed. So at least one thing went right this run. And now into the fastest auto-scroller in the game. Moves, I believe, at twice the speed of every other auto-scroller. It can definitely be a little spoopy. I remember when I first started running this game, I definitely used a P-Wing. As well as when I played this game casually as a kid. I don't think I ever beat this stage without a P-Wing. But the trick is to basically just kill all of the Monty Moles and just make sure they can't throw wrenches at you from behind. Okay. Yeah, shoutouts to Karua. I didn't fall on the Karua scroller. Alright, so and now we get into some of the hardest stages in the game. Come on, dude. Hi! Clipped there. Just go. Just go. Okay. I failed the P-speed strat. Like, that was a very stage. So yeah, that's gonna cost me a little bit of time in this stage as well, because I'm gonna have to wait for these piranha plants here in a second. Why did I lose speed? Alright, game, I see what you're saying, but I strongly disagree. So yeah, if I had Fire Flower, I could just, you know, kill those guys and not have to wait for them. Alright, are we gonna get a good pattern from the sun? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I can get a backup Fire Flower in the fort, which is also why I'm not Karua. Well, there's a few reasons I don't do Karua's route. One, because I'm not good at video games. But two, like, having this backup Fire Flower is incredibly important. So it's important that I keep this. I'm gonna keep saying important until you guys get tired of me saying it. But it's very critical that I keep this Fire Flower now because it's the last one. Ah, I was going for swag. Whatever. We're gonna do it anyway. That's what I was going for on the run, which is... Alright, now we hope my D-pad doesn't fail me here. So yeah, I missed the one cycle because I was going for swag. So that lost a little bit of time, obviously. So 2 more stages, and then 2 more stages, then we're done. So this is home. This is Super Tanks, home of the world-famous, patented, Day 1 affiliate, Oglib Super Tank Strat, TM. And so basically, you just hold right, shoot fireballs, and you win. There's really not much more to the stage. You just kind of jump when you need to jump, shoot fireballs, and just stay as far right as you can. So, yeah, one more Boom Boom kill coming up here, and then we're on to Bowser's Castle. There are 3 clips that I'm going to be going for. 2 of them save time, 1 of them loses time, but it looks cool. So, I'm going to go for it anyway. And it'll probably trigger Kurua, so that's a bonus. Easiest trick of my life. That's the freest 2 seconds you'll ever get. I think it saves 2 seconds. I don't remember. And then the most electrifying clip in sports entertainment. The People's Clip. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna try this a couple more times and then we'll... There we go. This clip, if you get it first try, loses a couple seconds. But, it looks cool. And I hate the room right after that, so... Alright, time is going to be when I enter this door. I believe it's 35 fireballs to kill Bowser. And time. Is this going to be a casual 57? The quick drop. Is that frame perfect? I've never seen that. I was sad because I normally like to show off that that Bowser's hitbox is still active after you kill him. Casual 57. Literally free. That is Mario 3. Thank you guys so much for having me. Yeah, keep those donations coming in. Get these guys to GDQ.